Hi, so we are Rafa and Jamie. We are in Guadalajara, Spain, and this is the funny thing, Jamie is from Virginia, Fort Lee.
That's where I was born, but I grew up in Connecticut.
There you go. I love to eat. She's an incredible cook, and funnily enough, she's the best Spanish cook in the family, and I'm one of 7. So, thank you so much. I think you're gonna show us a few things today.
Yeah, we're making tortilla, Spanish tortilla today.
And I will taste them and let you know if they're good or not.
First thing with the tortilla is washing the potatoes and peeling them. The potatoes need to be sliced very thinly. So I normally do 1 egg per potato, medium potato, and then add another extra or 2 beyond that. So that's about the amount that you want. So I dice the onions, full onion, pretty finely. You can also add zucchini, green pepper. It's endless, the combinations. As you can see, it's a lot of olive oil. I sort of eyeball it, but I would say there's about a cup of oil there, which seems like a lot, but later you save the oil and you can use it again. It's going first. You hear them sizzle. It's a lot of onion. This feels like a lot of potatoes, so I may not add them all for this size pan. So tortilla is actually extremely simple but messy, so a lot of people feel lazy about making tortilla. So you don't want to have the oil too high in the pan. That was good.
3 potatoes?
It was 3. I'm adding a little less, I guess, because I don't want the oil to spill over. You want to have the potatoes cooked evenly, so you need to break them up a little bit, turn them over. At this point, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I would say about a teaspoon, maybe, and some pepper. Keep turning. While we're waiting for the potato to cook and brown a little bit, we're going to prepare the eggs. 5 eggs. I'm going to add a little more salt, the eggs, and more pepper. And a little bit of milk. You can add water or milk. I usually add milk. See how it's browning a little bit on the bottom, which is what we want. It looks like a ton of oil, but we actually pour it off. You'll see that if it's done at a high enough temperature, it doesn't actually absorb as much as you think. It's time to drain the oil off. And these are very common. I actually don't know in the States if they are or not, but it has this to strain the oil. Some potatoes or onions may fall to it, and it allows the oil to pour through. So once it stops dripping, which we'll say is about now, we just throw it into this bowl, like that. Make sure it's mixed well, and then just slide it back into the pan. So I'm using a nonstick pan, which makes it really easy, but cast iron is really nice too. You want to make sure either way that it's not sticking to the pan, so I kind of go like that around the outside and I give it a shake to make sure it's not sticking, because we're going to flip it. We'll start to see bubbles coming up. Shake once in a while, make sure it's not sticking. Flipping it is probably one of the more difficult parts. Make sure your plate is bigger than the pan. And I can smell it starting to brown on the bottom. That's when you want it to have a nice color. So you put it on top, pan goes here, and you flip. Wow. That's the hard part.
Wow, that's why I don't make it.
And you slide it back down. try to make sure it's even. So be patient with yourself because it's not actually hard. You just need practice. It probably took me 5 times before I had a good tortilla.
So everybody in the family is jealous of Jamie because she's not from Spain, but she makes the best tortilla.
I can feel that it's cooking through, but it's still nice and soft. So I'm gonna finish it off here. Again, you put the plate on top and you flip and you're done.